Oh, my connection looked good this time. Oh, I'm sorry. I've been having so many technical difficulties. This has been hard.
Now, I have a vision and a goal to do plays here in New York City, and I'm from Virginia, 757 by way of Portsmouth. When I say Portsmouth up here or Portsmouth, they don't understand me. They say, where you from? I say Portsmouth. They said, well, I said Portsmouth. They say, I know about Portsmouth, or something like that. So that's what they call it. So, yeah,
And even Norfolk, they almost say it like Norfolk. Like, it's kind of weird, right?
yeah. Because, it's a lot behind those different ports. Portsmouth, Norfolk, Suffolk, the south of it, north of it is Norfolk. The ports of it is Portsmouth. The people that created that stuff, we ain't gonna talk about who they are. They can pronounce stuff good. But anyway, I got a show coming up, man, and I had to push it back. Put the kids to bed. And if you guys ever travel New York, those people that like to travel or go out and do things, which I think that's what life is all about, experiences. I got a show coming up in New York, and I'm gonna push it. Hopefully, I can push it sometime in November. It did say October on the flyers. I'm about to change that up. But yeah, I'm gonna keep the same venue because it's a great place for me to start, the Producers Club. Some people go there. It's a good place for me to scout comedy and actors and people that have potential too. So it's a great place, and people that have visions and dreams, or any type of business. If you're a business type mind, that's the people I'm talking to, man. The any people that got business type minds and stuff, because it's hard to get your stuff going out here.
Yeah. Where's that place? Somewhere near Times Square, isn't it?
Yeah, it's right in Times Square, but more to the west. But yes, 44th and 9th, it's course to the west. But you walking right off Times Square. It's in a section. It's a very busy section, so you don't want to just drive up there and park. If you've never been to New York, you don't want to just drive up there and try to pull up on the show. You want to drive somewhere in New York or catch the train and be there. And the whole New York experience. If you're from out of town, it's going to be great. You just want to do everything early, because you might go the wrong way or miss something, especially if you've never been in Times Square. A lot of people came to New York, but they only been like Brooklyn or the Bronx. But you know what I'm saying? If you really want to go in Manhattan, those people ain't gonna let you park. You come back, your ticket be on the car, or either your car be gone. All right, enough for the small talk. So the next thing is, I'm gonna tell you guys what the play is about. I'm gonna tell you what the play is about. Now, this phase is about relationships. Uncle Pete, one of my characters, Queen, he is gonna be kind of like the mediator. It's 3 couples in this play, and they have situations going on. One of them have financial situations, which I think everybody can relate to that nowadays.
Oh, yes, definitely.
Yeah, everybody can relate to the finances. Now, you have a few people that don't feel the impact of financial burden nowadays. They're on top of their game. They're ahead of the game. And most of those people, they got great credit. And that's the secret to always been to people that's well off and wealthy, credit. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it's about. That one couple, they have a financial struggle. And the woman is taking all the leadership. She's doing all the work. She's doing everything. And the guy's really not helping out. He's more of a video game head, and he's not contributing. All right? So the second thing is, the second couple is they have dreams and ambitions. They usually do things from the street, the shortcut way, but they're going to try to really put their life into changing their life and getting a legit business.
Okay, that's good.
So, and then the play, we're going to have comedy, stand-up comedy, acting, drama, situation about relationship. Then we have another couple in there. Other than those 2 couples, it's a girl-on-girl couple. You know what I'm saying? It's a girl-on-girl couple. And the thing with this couple is they got some issues, too, that I'm not going to present out here. Uncle Pete feel like he going to do his little part. He feel like these couples have issues, and a couple of the couples don't have relationship skills. A lot of people lack relationship skills. A lot of us been through relationships and we've been hurt. And you got some people that they can't go on. They keep going, taking their memory back to the hurt situation. Whether somebody wronged you or not, my advice is, what happened with me, I let it go. I don't think about it no more. I move on. And the best thing, when you feel like somebody wronged you, to me, the best thing to do is better yourself.
Of course.
Yeah, and to better yourself, you got to turn up. You got to spend time with yourself.
And you can't be driven by how other people feel either. I never thought it was right to be driven by what other people think or how other people, because then you'll just adopt that energy. You don't want to adopt somebody else's energy. That's never going to be helpful to you.
You
Unless
talking
it's
about?
positive and it's bringing you up. But energy
Yeah.
that's negative, energy that's bringing you down, anything that's less than, high vibrational, it's better to
Well,
just not even bother.
well, when you're in relationships, a lot of people, you've been with a person for years. Some people have been with people 2 years. They get accustomed to being with that person, and they don't know how they're gonna do it by themselves. You have relationships
Right.
like that they don't know how to. You got relationships where people are afraid to step out on their own because they've been with the person so
That's
long.
true.
They're not happy no more, and they don't know how to, step out there. And then you got people that's lonely. They got their own little dumb set of rules, and by them having these dumb set of rules and not being open minded, they gonna remain lonely. You might well
Of
get them
course.
a cat or a dog, because that's all they gonna have to love on and hug on. And this is the truth. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't know how to open up to the ways things are, or they don't know how to open up to sharing their life with another person and their differences. Having a relationship, that like I said, it takes relationship skills.
Right.
You know what I mean? It really do, because you're dealing with a whole new human being. And everybody, and I always say this and I'm gonna say it again, a lot of people, we in America, so we grew up on fairy tales. A lot of
Yeah.
grown women still believe in them fairy tales.
Yeah.
Kiss this frog and he gonna turn into a great prince and everything gonna be all white and it's gonna be happy ever after. It is
Or they
not
believe they
like,
can't be alone until they're ready. So they'll be
yeah.
rushing into a relationship, not even realizing they're not ready for a relationship.
Well, yeah, that
And
could be
that's
true
that's
too.
important. Like if you just don't want to be lonely, it's not good to have that be your only reason to rush into a relationship. I want to get married before I'm 30. If you want to get married before you're 30, be who you need to be married before you're 30, and then it'll all fall into place. But you can't just marry whoever's around when you're 30. I don't think that's gonna work.
Yeah, it's not. And if you have it's really difficult finding that mate. I would say it's
Mm-hmm.
difficult to find a mate that relax and I mean a mate that's compatible to you. And some mates only come in your life for a certain amount of time. A lot of people been in love. They think love will hold a relationship together. Love don't always hold no relationship together. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot
It
of
takes a
people that
lot
been
more
in
than
love.
love.
Yeah, it's a lot of people that been in love and they broke up. They got divorced. They not together no more because love is not the core of the. Well, it could be the core, but love is not the overall that you're gonna need for a relationship. They always say love is everything. Love makes you survive. That's a lie. You know what I mean? The best thing to a relationship is when you have understanding. When you have the understanding to your partner and know what he or she is looking for, what they don't like, what turns them on, what turns them off, all these type of things, the type of day they like to spend, the type of night. When you have an understanding of that, you're gonna have a fine relationship, and you're gonna know if you want to stay or leave.
Understanding is so real.
Yeah,
But
and yeah, like
I do think you
I
got to understand yourself first. You ain't going to be able to understand anybody else until you figure out, who you are, what you want, what you need, and how
yeah,
to operate in your own understanding. Because
true.
somebody else can't make you. Somebody else can't make you happy. Somebody else can't complete you. You got to be complete first. And
Yeah,
then, you bring your complete self to another person who's already
yeah.
their complete self.
Yeah, I gotta agree with that. You know what I'm saying? And then like some people are in relationships and they super happy, and all relationships start off exciting. And
Mm-hmm.
a real relationship can stand the test of time. You know what I mean? And love, a lot of people deal with stuff where they in love and somebody cheated on them, and they ready to bounce, they go crazy, they ready to bust them in the head. And I understand a little bit right off the top, but for real, when you love a person, in my understanding, when you love a person, a relationship, her cheating ain't gonna make me leave. Nah, not me. Now the next man, he can't take it. Thinking about somebody going up in his down like, yeah, he can't think about it. I mean, it really, I wish I never met her and all that type stuff. But it took me some training because I used to be that guy too, of course, because I didn't know myself. I didn't know my capability. Now I'm content. And if a person were to cheat on me or leave me, I would feel like that I was lacking somewhere. I would feel that
Right.
way. I would feel like I'm lacking somewhere in that relationship, or they not compatible with me far as that. They want more. And sometimes in relationships, not all the time, you just got to be truthful with your partner. You just got to
Yes.
be truthful. And that makes it better. Like, look, sweetheart, the girl tell you sometimes, look, you know, you trying to have an open relationship. A lot of dudes don't want to share, so they're like, no, no. You know, he's struggling. Then he's thinking about why he want to go somewhere else. You know what I mean? What he doing? What he working with? You know what I'm saying? So it really,
Feeling insecure.
yeah, because it's a ego. You know, men suffer from ego, and women
Mm-hmm.
suffer from emotion. You know,
Right.
and those two E's has to be evaluated. That's why I say always I over E. You know,
Intelligence
you
over
gotta
your emotion.
your intelligence over your emotions, because you gotta choose. You gotta pick what works for you. Now, a lot of things you're not gonna get just overnight in one time, in one understanding, one conversation.
Right.
I mean, but when you with somebody and that person is like making you happy, and that person enjoying you, but they may not want a long-term relationship. They may not.
The bottom line is being honest. Dishonesty to me is more I mean, it's more harmful than money or money problems, because the first thing you gotta do is be honest with yourself. And I really think all those things like cheating and all that stuff, it comes from not just being dishonest, but first and foremost, being dishonest with yourself. You gotta, like, in any relationship, whether it's romantic or anything, even friendships, first thing you gotta do is be honest with yourself about who you are and what you want from anything. The day you start lying to yourself, you're gonna start lying to everybody and everything,
I
because you
got
don't even know what you want.
I gotta agree, man. The main thing is like being happy, and you
Yeah.
know, a lot of people, you know, they don't bounce back off relationships. Sad to say, y'all. I don't care how long y'all been together. I don't care what starts sagging and what parts stop working. You learn how to make stuff energetic. You learn how to eat right and tease each other and please each other, even if you're role playing. That'll keep the spice going in a relationship. You know, cooking at home with candles and dinners and doing something different and learning a recipe. That'll keep things spicy. Oiling the feet, lotioning the body, learning about massages and giving a proper massage to the best of your ability. Not just throwing the lotion up there. Really trying to be intimate with your partner. Being intimate and making love, they're two different things. Similar, but two different things. So
Mm.
that's why I'm gonna put the kids to bed in New York City. It's the perfect place. Because if I go somewhere else, they'd probably be judgmental with it. I don't.
To me, it's like he's like humorous, but telling the truth, but in a humorous way, and it's relatable.
Okay, okay, cool, cool,
At
and
least
that's
that's what
what
I thought.
cool, and that's what I thought. Also, to put this play together and put this show together and this milestone for me in New York. But Uncle Pete is just that, an uncle, but one of those cool uncles that you can talk about the birds and the bees. And by him
Yes,
being Uncle Pete, he has some experience in the things that he's talking about. You know what I
that's
mean?
right.
He has experience, like, you know, it's things that in a relationship, man, sometimes you could be in the same house and it's good to separate yourself in the same house for 1 or 2 nights. It's perfect to let her be in the bedroom and hire space and do her nails and do her toes and get her pretty on and sit in the bubble bath and you bought her something and give her peace and play music and come to her and wait on her catering light and say, sweetheart, do you need anything? And then she's
Ain't
like, no,
no,
baby, I'm
ain't
fine. Can you
nothing
bring me a
like
glass of wine? Can you pour me one more sip of wine or something like that? And you pour her the wine and you walk off. Sometimes people need that type of space and peace. You know,
yes,
to
sir.
crowd a person and be all up under their back all the time, that's not always good in a relationship. Like I said, sometimes, I mean, I just feel that some people, and Uncle Pete gonna feel that some people don't have relationship skills. And that's what's hurting their
It's
relationship.
the truth. So a lot of people don't, especially when they're getting in a relationship, like we said, for the wrong reason,
Yeah,
or they
like,
don't even know how to communicate properly.
yeah, it's a lot of relationships out here. And a lot of people are thinking one way, but they're not going with the nature of things. Sometimes a person will keep doing this or keep doing that, and they can't resist the urge, and they don't mean to do that, and they wondering why. You know, they wondering why they keep going to the left, or why they keep cheating, or why they keep looking at that girl behind when she walk by, or why she keep looking at that guy print or imagining stuff like that. It's their nature. You know what I'm saying? It's their nature. And a lot of people haven't found themselves yet. When they find themselves, they're going to have more understanding of why they do things. And the only way to find yourself, you have to spend time with yourself. And you cannot be searching the same rivers and books that you always been searching. You got to venture out into a new horizon. You got to move new treasure away. One man told me, I'm not trying to be funny, he said, I need the Bible and that's it. I don't need nothing else. I said, what? In this whole entire universe where knowledge is infinite, all you need is a Bible that been rewritten and words taken out and chapters and Dead Sea Scrolls are missing, and that's all you need? You
must be going to eat that Bible.
Man,
sleep on the Bible. I mean, but I think that's more of a figure of speech than anything else. They're saying that, but of course, you need more than the Bible.
Well, now some people, you ever seen a person that's whacked out? You know, they Catholic, they Muslim, they Jew, but they whacked out in it. They just too far in it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you gonna see people that's just whacked out in it. It's too far. You know what I'm saying? Too far. They just like everything. You know, like, can you pass me the salt? Yes, Jesus, pass him the salt, Jesus. What in the world? You know what I'm saying? He stepped on salt. He'd be like a pillar of salt. You know what I mean? All types of stuff. So you got some people that's whacked out, but you when you dealing with relationships, you got to come down to reality.
Yes.
I mean, because what happens is you guys will probably be together, but you can be unhappy, and the happiness is the one thing that you got a right to. I think everybody have a right to be happy, and sometimes it takes for you talking to your partner, and you can't. I don't know if it's right for my wife to have an urge, and I've been with her for 10 years, and she got an urge that's busting out, and she want to tell me, and I'm not the man that she can talk to.